Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Cooking. I am Darren, of course. It's been a while since I've done a video. I took some break, got sick for a while, had some vacation, and now I'm back. I'm actually going to do a test of a product they sent me, and kind of have to apologize to the MeatStick company. They sent this to me about 2 months ago, and I really haven't had time to get this put together and do a video on it. But it's the new MeatStick V, and we're actually going to go ahead and do a cook on this today. We're going to do a sous vide and sear cook with some pork tenderloin. So we're going to go ahead and give this a test today, guys. The new MeatStick V with pork tenderloin, sous vide, and sear. I'll be right back.
Smoking, grilling, getting hot and hotter, sous vide and chilling from fire and water.
All right, like I said, I've got the MeatStick 5 here. So the base is actually new. It actually has a lot more powerful signal, but so is the probe. The probe has 6 sensors, so it's got 5 probe or sensors here for the meat, and it's actually got the one here for ambient. So you can look it up. I'll put a link below to Amazon, of course, but it's also built sturdier, so it will take up to almost 632 degrees Celsius, so it can actually go over 1,000 degrees. So when you're searing and you're cooking at really hot temperatures to get that good sear, you don't have to worry about blowing this thing up. So they made it a lot more durable, a lot more points of sensors for the temperature to kind of get that doneness nailed and all that. So we're going to go ahead and get this plugged in. I've actually had it all charged up and ready to go, but we're going to get our pork tenderloins ready. And really, guys, I'm just going to put the probe in one of them. I've got my sous vide already set up to 148 degrees. We're going to put the tenderloins in there for about an hour or so, not too long. Then we're going to take it out and sear it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this opened up. We're going to season it with my black garlic and herb compound butter. All right, guys, like I said, real simple cook, nothing fancy. This is my black garlic and herb compound butter. You can check it out below. You can order it up. All my seasonings and sauces are on sale right now. So check out Fire and Water Cooking Shopify store, and you'll get these awesome black garlic seasonings and sauces. Just nice, simple seasoning. I'm not even going to trim the silver skin or anything. Just going to be a really simple, easy cook. I'm going to take the MeatStick 5 and put it in the bigger one of these, right in the end here, and put it right dead in the center, just like that. See, it's right dead in the center. And then we're going to go ahead and vacuum seal this up and toss them in the sous vide for, like I said, just a little over an hour. Pork tenderloin doesn't need a whole long time. It's not going to tenderize in the sous vide. We're just going to get it cooked all the way through to that 148 degrees. So when we take it off, we can sear it up, get a nice coating of that Maillard reaction, and not lose a whole lot of moisture. Let me get these bagged up, and I'll be back when we're putting them in the sous vide bath. All right, guys, like I said, real simple. I got my pork tenderloins in the vacuum seal bag. I got my meat stick in here. A lot of you, I know some of you are going to go, why do you need to have the meat stick in there when you're sous vide cooking? You really don't, but it's cool to watch. I got this already set to 148, but it's cool to see that this will jive with what the sous vide says. So if this says it's 148, I want to make sure that this is saying it's 148. And then I don't have to worry about putting it in after the fact when we're searing it up, because I don't want this to overcook. So I want to give it just enough sear where I got that good Maillard reaction on the outside, but I didn't take much of the moisture away from the inside. And that's the whole point of sous vide cooking and searing these up that way. All right, I'm gonna put them in. I'll see you guys back in about an hour and 15 hour and 20 minutes. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm going to show you how the new MeatStick 4 looks in the app. The app's been updated, so you can actually see, you can choose sous vide cooking method here. Then you pick your meat and the type of cut that you're working with. And then you can go ahead and pick your temperatures that you're looking to have it done at. And then it's going to monitor that and make sure that it will notify you when it's getting close to that doneness level that you're looking for. And once you get that going, you're going to see it pop up with your instructions on how to insert the probe if you need to. And then this is your data center here. And you can see it's got all the different sensor points along the stick itself, and then your ambient temperature. I just stuck this in, so it's still coming up to temp. But as you can tell, now this is when we're getting done with the sous vide cook. I actually pulled this at 144, but you can see that it has that chart, shows you just how long or where it was for the whole time when it was sous vide cooking. So pretty cool information that you get from the new sous vide, or actually the new MeatStick 4, and all the different points of information it can give you. All right, guys, we're getting close to what my temperature I want it to be. I don't want it to go any over 148, so we're like about 144 right now. So I'm going to go ahead, and that's it all the way deep into the deepest part of the meat. So there are many, the other sensors are showing it hotter in other places, but we're going to go ahead and pull it out. I'm going to pat these dry a little bit. I already got my pellet grill, my Rectech Bullseye Deluxe. It's already up to 600 degrees for searing. Oh yeah, these are looking great. Just going to pat these dry a little bit. Put a little bit more seasoning on. Put a little oil on here just to help it get that Maillard reaction. Just a little bit. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. I do it just because I think it gets me a little bit better crust on here. A little bit better Maillard reaction. Just a little bit of that. Just a little bit more seasoning. The other side. Now I'm keeping the meat stick in there because we want that to measure the temperature while we're searing as well. All right, guys, I'll see you over at the grill. We'll get these seared up. All right, guys, like I said, we're going to go ahead and monitor this, make sure that we don't go past the 148 when we're searing. So this is what we're looking at right now. Ambient temperature will start shooting up when we get this thing on the grill, start searing, but we're going to really pay attention to the internal temp. All right, guys, just want to make sure you can see that. We're over 630 degrees right now and climbing. So I'm going to go ahead and start getting this tenderloin seared off. Yeah, that's plenty hot. It's not going to take long at all. We'll give it a quick sear on each side, and I'll show you how we're monitoring that internal temp to make sure we don't go past it. All right, guys, let's give these a toss, turn. Yeah, we're getting a nice Maillard reaction there. Get you a little closer. You can check that out. Getting some nice color. There we go. All right, I'll be back in a few. Let's take another quick look at these in another minute and a half or so. We're in no danger of overcooking, just so you guys know. But I'm getting a nice caramelized crust here. And they're looking like they'll be done in about another minute or so. And check this out, guys. The internal temperature actually dropped a degree when we were flipping this over. And you can tell the external temp is over 400. All right, guys. Well, here we go. Turned out right about 147. Very close to what I was targeting. Check that out. Nice crisp crust. Not overcooked at all. And the meat stick did what it was supposed to do. It kept track of all these different sensors with the different temperature points, so we could make sure that our center got cooked perfectly to what we wanted. And it monitored the ambient temperature, which we really didn't care too much about. But so it was probably down to like here. So I'm going to go ahead, cut it open right there, and show you that's exactly what I wanted. More like a little over medium to medium well. Right there, that center, which is just a little bit of hint of pink. Nice and juicy. You can see all that juice in there. Wow. Using sous vide and then monitoring the temperature with that meat stick when we sear it to make sure we don't overcook it and dry that pork tenderloin out. Man, that's perfect. Works great. That's some delicious pork tenderloin. Check it out, guys. Sous vide, sear, use the MeatStick 5. Check it out on Amazon in the link below. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'll be making some more videos here. I promise. Like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you on the next one.